Thank you very much. Let's give another round of applause for Master of Painting. What a wonderful. My name's Tony, and I'm a fairly new magician. People often ask me, how did you get your start? I didn't become sleight of hand until I was 60 years old. I'm only 63 now, and so bear with me if, this is going to be something some of you may already know, and if you want to sing along with me, it's going to be okay, because this is a bit of a musical number. So here we go. This is the story of me becoming sleight of hand. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I got my start in magic. I love stories. Some of my stories can be a little bit dark. This is a story about superstition. In societies that have numbers, almost all of them have numbers that are unlucky. In most of Asia, that number is 4. But here in the West, where we are, that number is 13. And it's the basis of my little story. There was a superstitious gentleman who invited his lively, red-blooded friends to dinner. As the group assembled, he counted the number of people who were present. On one side, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. He was number 7. And on the other side, it was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people at dinner. Well, that just wouldn't do. Being superstitious, he knew that 13 people at dinner was very, very lucky. So, he went to an equally superstitious friend, explained the situation, and he asked him to leave. Under the circumstances, he was perfectly happy to do so. Relieved, but still concerned, we counted again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He was number 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 people at dinner. How could that be? He hadn't seen anyone new. So, he requested that another person leave. He was certain now there were only 12 people in attendance. But something asked him to count again. Something inside him said, count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He was number 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people at dinner. Was he caught in some horrendous cosmic joke? He requested that another person leave, and then, just to be sure, he threw somebody else out. And they all sat down to dinner. In the morning, the newspapers explained it all. how 13 people were found in the dining room. All of them blackened to death with food poisoning.
Oh, no.
Bon appetit. Have you ever wondered where magic comes from? I sometimes believe that it was born in dreams. Because if you want to experience a truly magical universe, all you have to do is go to bed tonight and go to sleep and dream. In the dream world, time, space are fluid and flexible. The dream time is a time of magical transformation. Recently I had a dream that was so powerful that I remembered it fully when I awoke. In my dream, I reached into my pocket and I discovered some money that was held together with a large yellow paperclip. I was surprised. I normally don't keep money in that pocket. And I'd certainly never hold my money together with a large yellow paperclip. I had $1, $2, $3, $4 bills. Since I didn't know how the money had gotten into my pocket in the first place, I thought it was a rather strange and wonderful magical gift. And then I had a thought. If this money could magically appear in my pocket, why couldn't I magically turn it into more money? In my dream, I really liked that idea. And when I turned it over, that's exactly what happened. I had 4 $20 bills. I was amazed. I thought I could hardly believe it. I mean, if I could take these $1 bills, if this money could magically appear in my pocket, and it could magically turn into $20 bills, why couldn't I turn these $20 bills into $100 bills? I really like that idea. And when I turned the money over, they did change. Back into $1 bills. What happened? Well, it was all about greed, wasn't it? I wasn't happy with my initial gift. And I wasn't satisfied when it multiplied by 20 times. In the end, I just wasn't, I didn't take the time to appreciate what I'd been given. And so, wiser, neatly I put the money back into my pocket, along with the yellow paperclip, and I woke up. As I previously mentioned, some of my stories are pretty dark. This week I'm observing, my family's observing the passing of my mother. She passed on February the 8th of 2009, so she's on my mind. I was the executor of my family's estate, and when my father passed away, it was up to me to clean out their home and close out their life. As I was going through their home, in a back bedroom in a closet on a shelf, I found this music box. Inside of it was a key, as a skeleton key, and a cryptic note. The note was addressed to me and said, "Tony, when you need me, put the key in the lock and I will do the rest." Mom. I thought this was really weird because I'd seen this key through our house when when I was a kid growing up that I don't remember seeing any locks that it would go in. What would she mean? Put the key in the lock and I would do the rest. And as I began to think about my mom, I felt an energy coming into my hand. As I looked down, the key was turning. As it turned out, my mother was unlocking the portal from her spirit world. In 1978, I did several things. I graduated from high school. I joined the military, went to boot camp and tech school. That year I also came home on the holidays and I gave my mother this bell. Every year that I was in the military, I gave my mother a new bell. She said this bell was her favorite. As the years went on, as does happen during the aging process, her health began to decline. More and more she spent time in bed, and my dad brought her favorite bell to ring whenever she needed help. In the beginning it was a good idea. It seemed like a good idea, but over time, things began to change. More and more, it was that bell. It would never stop. It was always ringing. Was she doing it to drive them crazy? No. It was her condition. It was her confused state of mind. The bell would always ring. It would never stop. It was driving us crazy. We began to argue and fight about the sound coming from her room. It would never stop. And then one day, it did stop. A silent guilt came across us all for the way that we had felt. And for weeks, we missed the ringing of the bell. We wished that we could hear that bell ring again. But on the day that my mother went to heaven, that bell never rang again. During this week while the portal is open, I found that I can communicate with my mom. We don't get to use Ghostbusters kind of stuff. No phones, no electronics. We've just got chalk. Chalk and some chalkboards. Please, take a piece of chalk. We'll use the blue one to number the boards, and we'll use this one for my mother to communicate with. Okay. Will you please hold on to this? Give me that one. Give me that one. Please place that piece of chalk on top, just place it on the board there. Mom, are you here? Mom, speak to us, Mom. Give us a sign. Let me know you're here. Are you here, Mom? Would you please take a piece of chocolate? As I lift it up, I'm just gonna let it fall. Yeah. Here it comes, here it comes.
Ow!
It's on the floor. Now, Mom, are you here? Give us a sign. Place the chalk back on here. Mom, there have been billions of spirits who have gone through the portal. Mom, give us a sign. Tell us that you're here. What was your name? What did they call you? Would you please take the chocolate? Don't let it fall. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. I love talking to my mom. You all on this for just a minute. So, well, shouldn't we ask something of my mom, something from the great beyond? Mom, please give us some wisdom from heaven. Give us a sign. Tell me something that I need to know, Mom. Give me a message that's. Tell me something that only your mother would tell me from heaven. And please, Mom, also, let me know if I'll ever be a great magician. Would you please put this chalk on there? Take the chalk, please. Mom, what message would you give me? What is the most important thing you can tell me? Oh. Mom, will I ever be a great magician? Good night, Mom. I miss you.